going to see the Atlas new OpenAI browser. I want to share my screen.
And from that idea, we reimagined the entire experience, replacing years of clutter and complexity with simple conversation. We wanted to make sure that Atlas didn't feel like your old browser, just with a chat button that was bolted
So
on.
Comet,
But instead, we
even
made
some of the
ChatGPT
agentic
the beating heart
platforms
of
like
Atlas. So
GenSpark
always by your
have
side,
had a
ready to help
browser.
as you move
This
across
is
the web.
what a lot of us were waiting
I
for.
find that when I use Atlas myself, I'm more curious. I ask more questions. I think it's made me, just like I said, a more curious, better informed person. We also made sure that Atlas is fast and flexible enough to support some amazing new experiences that we'll show you shortly. It's a new kind of browser for the next era of the web, and we can't wait to show you what it can do. So Adam, do you want to take us through some of the features?
Yes, my name's Adam, product lead for Atlas. And as Sam and Ben mentioned, a little bit about why we built Atlas. I'm going to share a little bit about what Atlas is. So first, Atlas should feel very familiar. So it has all of your tabs, bookmarks, autofill for passwords, all the things you're used to.
I did read it uses Chromium, the same features as Chrome and Microsoft Edge.
This chat comes with you anywhere as you go on the web. So no longer do you have to copy and paste between tabs when you're working on writing an email or a document. As you have that website up, it'll just be right there for you if you invoke it, and it'll have context of what you're working on, so it can be more helpful. That's chat anywhere across the web. The second big feature is browser memory. And we talked a lot about this when we were building it, but memory is such a critical feature in ChatGPT that people and users love today. And that's because as you use ChatGPT more, it just gets more personalized and helps you better and understands you much better. Now that's going to happen as you go on your browser across the web in Atlas. And it just should be more personalized and more helpful to you.
I like that name Atlas
And the
too.
third, which we're really excited about, and Justin's going to show this later, is Agent, which is in Atlas, ChatGPT now can take actions for you. It can do things. So it actually bring up a little cursor, start clicking around when you ask it to. It help you book reservations or flights, or even just edit a document that you're working on. And we're really excited to share this with you. So Ryan, our lead designer on the project, is going to show you a tour of Atlas.
Thanks, Adam. All right, so I get to do the demo of the core flows in Atlas. What you should see here is your home screen. This is what you'll be presented with when you first download and open the app, or anytime you create a new tab. We tried to create an experience here that will feel totally familiar coming from a traditional browser.
I think I did read it's only going to launch on Mac OS today, but we'll see.
Screen where you could ask chat a question like normal. You can get to all of your tools, models, and your sidebar with all of your chat history. So, but because it's a browser, you can do more. Type Hacker News, chat's going to take me to the URL. I could reference a bookmark in human language, and it's going to open my commits for this Galaxy diff. You can use browser memory to search your web history for something that you know you've seen before, but you don't know exactly where it is. So let me say, search web history for a doc about Atlas for design. No, I made this somewhere. Searching your browser memories. There you go. It looks like it found the doc I'm talking about. It's in my Google Docs. If I tap it, you'll see it all up in there. Let's jump back to the homepage for one final feature. So below the composer on Atlas, you'll see suggestions. These suggestions are kind of the first version of personalization.
So this is aggregating essentially your general browser experience with the chat, with connections, with agents.
Or as advanced as an agent task that's going to delegate through for you and kind of click through your tabs.
I'm going to try this because I have to book a flight today.
And again, very much a V0 personalization, but we're really excited to see where the homepage of the browser goes as we delve deeper onto this. Okay, so that's the home screen. Now I'm going to hop over to that GitHub example and show you.
Sam looks a little surprised.
Code I was working on this morning. It's a shader for a little Galaxy generator, and in the top right, there's this Ask ChatGPT button. You'll see this on any website you visit, and when you click it, it creates a companion sidebar. It's basically you inviting ChatGPT into your corner of the internet. can do all of the things you would expect to be able to do with ChatGPT, but now it can see whatever that specific web page is.
Hmm.
It might sound simple, but it's actually been a major unlock for how I use the browser. It's kind of gone from this tool that's very much about displaying information for you to edit into this tool that understands the information it's displaying and in some cases can even edit it for you. So it has a suggestion here to just
It's
summarize
pretty cool.
the
So
contents of this diff. Let's ask
CRM,
see what it says.
accounting systems.
All right, it's a commit said Even More Galaxy. It's updating a few of the visuals and how this particle generator works. This is cool, but what I really want to know is this safe to cherry pick into the RC launching today?
I thought we said no more changes today.
There's always time for one more. Okay, it thinks this is pretty low risk.
I don't know about that.
Yeah, I'm not sure I totally agree with that one, but it is just a visual change. And that's side chat. You can use this in a wide variety of cases. Comparing products, bringing it into your own corner of the internet. I use it a lot for pull requests or Slack when I want to summarize a channel I've been reading. It's really useful and we're excited for you all to try it.
I think also Ben mentioned how it makes you more curious. Now that you have this by your side, you just ask a lot more questions.
Yeah.
About it.
Totally. It's a little bit of a paradigm shift where you go from just having this sort of one call, one response to you can kind of keep workshopping until you get what you're looking for, which is very in keeping with chat.
Yeah, I often find I'm browsing, I just keep this thing open and I just like flow questions into it as I go.
Totally. Speaking of keeping it open, let's take a look at search, which has some more of this side chat to show. So I'm going to search for this movie I want to see. And we've made some major upgrades to search on ChatGPT when accessed via Atlas.
Mhm.
So we know that search is kind of one of the core flows in a browser for navigating the internet. And a lot of these searches can be very keyword-based or short. And LLMs traditionally struggle with that where they don't have enough context to provide a great answer. So one of the first things you'll notice is anytime you search within Atlas, you get these tabs across the top. You can quickly pivot your experience into something more like a traditional search engine with images, videos, or news stories, all without losing that core chat experience on the home tab.
Wow, this is a
Here,
direct Google Chrome type of compatibility.
A link. I'll take this Roger Ebert review, giving it 4 stars. One really interesting thing here is that whenever you click a link from a search result in Atlas, by default, it's going to slide chat over and open the web in a split view. Now, if you don't want that, you can always command click the link or just click the Ask ChatGPT button and close it. But it has this kind of nice property of you have a companion with you as you search the internet. So maybe I want to go to a different review here. I'll try this Yahoo one.
Haven't you already seen this movie? What's your review?
I've seen it twice, actually. I recommend it. Really, really good, actually. Let's just ask.
I want to see that movie too.
This review. Can you summarize this review in 5 words or less? Maybe we can get to the meat of it.
This is where I think this new model of search is actually really powerful because it's like a multi-turn experience. Like you can just head this back and forth with your search results rather than just being sent off to a web page. You can use this to really understand.
Totally.
Multi-turn.
PTA's best.
All right, I have to check it out.
That's a high bar. Definitely go. It honestly is great. Okay. For the last demo I'm going to show you in these core flows, I'm going to hop over to my Gmail drafts. So we know a really popular flow in ChatGPT is to draft some writing in a note or a doc or an email, copy that writing, bring it to ChatGPT, workshop it a bit there, maybe change the tone or tenor, language, spell check, grammar, whatever it may be. Get to something you're happy with, copy the output of that, bring it back to wherever you're working, paste it.
Pretty intuitive question is, can we use this with the Copilot agents for like Outlook agent mode, Excel agent mode in a browser now?
Designers on the team about this beautiful shader he worked on for agent. You can just select the text and hit the ChatGPT nub. Maybe I'll just say, tidy my language. Doesn't look like it was my best to begin with back there.
Now I know why your emails are so polished.
Yes, well, all right, there you go. So you get your update. I could ask for another edit if I wanted. It lets you do all of this in line. Then when I hit update, it's going to take whatever your text selection was, replace it just in that. It allows you to perform really scoped edits in a super useful way. We call it cursor chat. Really excited to see what people do with it. Let's hit send, fire that off to Omar.
Awesome.
There we are. Those are the core flows for ChatGPT Atlas.
That's
Hmm.
awesome. Great work, you guys. Thanks very much. So that's a little bit about what makes ChatGPT in your browser just an easier part of your daily work. One
Got the
thing
new
that
crew
you can
coming
see
in.
A little bit of there, but really comes through when you use it is this is just a great browser all around. It's smooth. It's quick. It's very nice to use. But now we want to show you a more advanced feature, which is agent mode in ChatGPT. And so Pranav, Justin, and Will are here to show you that.
Hey everybody, my name is Will Ellsworth and I'm the research lead for the agent in Atlas.
My name's Justin. I'm an engineer on the Atlas team.
And I'm Pranav, one of the product leads on Atlas.
And we get to show you how Atlas is able to browse the web and do things for you in agent mode. There's honestly so many different ways you can use this, right? Maybe you want to hand off a task that you're just not interested in doing, or you want it to teach you how to do something in software you've never seen before. This is a preview, but honestly, we've just been blown away by how powerful this agent can be with full access to your browser and your personal internet. That makes safety really important, right?
Absolutely.
And so we've built safety into every part of our stack, from the model all the way to the product experience, which Pranav will tell us a bit more about. But why don't we see it in action?
Let's rock and roll.
Let's do it.
All right, so we have been planning a haunted house.
Really excited for this.
Yeah, I'm pumped. And for whatever reason, I got roped into being the project manager for this. And we have a Google Doc that we've been using to kind of informally plan out our tasks. And so you can see, some people have filled in their current week's tasks. And unfortunately, there are a couple of issues here. So the first problem is, as you can see by the to-dos, some people have not filled in their current week's task. And so I would love to leave a comment politely reminding them to do so. And then second is, while Google Docs is this amazing tool, we also have some more formal task management software called Linear. And I would love to take all of the current week tasks that have been filled out and convert them into linear tasks, or in the linear verbiage, issues. So the tough part here is I have very little project management experience, don't really know how to use Linear.
I don't know why we put you in charge of this.
Yeah, beats me. But I therefore would love to just delegate this to agent mode in Atlas and have it take care of this for me. And so what I can do is I can click this agent mode here, and you can just find this with the plus button, selecting agent mode. And I'm going to kick this off. And this agent mode tells ChatGPT that I want it to actually take actions on my behalf inside of Atlas. And so you see it has its own cursor. It's going to be clicking around as if it were me, has access to all my local authentication, all my history. It should really feel like a natural extension of myself. And I'm going to hand off over to Justin.
Yeah, the team paid a lot of attention to the product experience here, right? We really wanted to make it feel like it was coming alive. You could see exactly what the agent was doing, so you could start to trust that it was, doing what you wanted it to.
But yeah, just to emphasize this point, this is ChatGPT in agent mode using your web browser for you locally. It's got all your stuff. It's clicking around for you. You can watch it or you can't. You don't have to, but this is like really, it's using the internet for you.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's like right in your tab. And that's one of the cool things about the experience of using Agent in Atlas.
So it looks like it is kicking off. So one thing that's really nice is that I don't need to sit and watch it, right? I can let it just do its thing in the background and use my browser for other things. So here we have a recipe. We're planning a potluck. Right?
Yeah, really excited about this recipe.
Yeah, and so I'd like to show you how we can use Agent for things in your personal life. So one thing that I always struggle with recipes is figuring out what ingredients I need to buy, right? It's somewhere in the recipe page, it's some serving size, I need to figure it all out. So I like to use Atlas to ask ChatGPT, what ingredients do I need to buy to cook? Do I need to cook this?
I really hope they show how this could connect to a list or task
ChatGPT is going to go ahead
type
and
system.
read the web page, figure out the ingredients, kind of do some math for me, and tell me exactly what I need.
So useful.
Yeah, in the past I've told it that I like my shopping list organized by grocery aisle to make it a little easier to shop for. And looking at this, I have most of this, honestly. I just need the meat and the produce. So I'm going to say, can you order the meat and produce for me?
Instacart.
And we'll shut off how you can start agent mode by clicking a button, right? Which is really useful if you know to reach for it. But in those moments that you don't, ChatGPT can figure out that the way to accomplish this is to take over your browser, right? You're always in control. You always have the option to approve or reject it. So I'm just going to click continue to hand the task off to Agent.
Yeah, and I love how collaborative Agent is in Atlas. So you can just hand off your tabs, you can go back and forth, and we've really improved Agent a bunch to make sure that it's a lot better and faster at these collaborative tasks. And as you can notice, like
So they're moving right into
take control.
those triggered
And
actions
so,
that we're all hoping
one thing
for
that's really great
right from
about
a
this
search.
is, like, Agent already knows that Justin likes to shop at Safeway, on Instacart, and so it knows exactly where to go when all he said was, "Can you order this for me?" And so it's found its way over to Instacart, and it's starting to search. You can see how it like types way faster than I do. And
I pride myself on my typing speed, and this has just blown me out of the water. So.
Exactly, and it started adding items to the cart already. And so I want to take this moment actually to talk about.
But again, right now, most of the buying is only with certain sites. So there are a lot of limitations. Etsy, Instacart, etc.
It's really important to us, in addition to a bunch of built-in safeguards like ChatGPT Agent is only ever operating on your tabs. It can't execute code on your computer or access other files. It's just in your tabs. That you're also in control of exactly what you're handing over access to. And so if I open a new tab just to show this off, you always get to decide whether ChatGPT Agent is logged in or logged out. And so we really recommend thinking carefully about, for any given task, does ChatGPT Agent need access to your logged in sites and data? Or can it actually work just fine while being logged out with minimal access? And that same principle of control carries through to our entire browser experience. Ryan showed off these awesome browser memories that power these suggestions earlier. It's also worth noting that those are completely optional. You can decide whether you turn them on in onboarding or not. You can always see the memories themselves and manage them in settings. And for any time you don't want this to be remembered by ChatGPT, you always can make a new incognito window. And so you'll be able to do this to ask questions like what to do when your palms are sweaty on a live stream.
Ask for a friend, right?
Yeah, of course. And I'm realizing I don't think I want everyone to see the answer to that. So why don't we go back and check?
I don't know if I need you using my computer.
Yeah.
Okay, great. Should we go back and check how the task went?
Do it.
So here's our Instacart order. Awesome. You can see that in just about 2 minutes, the agent was able to go through, fill out the cart, and
Very cool.
it's just so useful having
So
filled out and delivered to you like this, right?
recipe
Doesn't need to go
search,
all the way to making
extract
purchase order. In fact,
ingredients,
for me, if I
and then
really wanted
order
to
it
decide
automatically
to buy or
for you.
add more things to my cart or whatever else I need to do.
Yeah, 100%. Cool. And then let's take a quick look at the linear task. And so, yeah, looks like it successfully added these tasks to linear, and it's a little hard to see on the screen, but it's also tagged the right people for each task. One cool feature is it shows you relevant tabs at the bottom, so you can see what tabs it's worked on. So I can go back and check the Google Doc and see, great, it looks like it's tagged all the people who had the to-dos, and it's given them a polite reminder to fill this out.
It's going to save me so much time.
Yeah. And save my job because I was not familiar with this whole project management thing. So we've seen a couple of awesome examples of how ChatGPT can actually control the Atlas browser and perform useful actions on your behalf. And so in the same way that GPT-5 and Codex are these great tools for vibe coding, we believe that we can start in the long run to have an amazing tool for vibe lifing. So delegating all kinds of tasks, both in your personal and professional life.
Vibe
to
lifing.
Agent and Atlas. You know, one of the great joys of working at OpenAI is when we release technology, people outside the company always come up with way more creative ideas for how to use it than we can. Maybe we're just not super creative folks, but I'm really excited to see all the unexpected and cool ways that you can use the Agent in Atlas, and we're really excited to ship this. So with that, back to Sam.
We are indeed really excited to ship this. We hope you'll love it. So this is going live today for macOS worldwide. For all of our users, although agent mode is only available to Plus and Pro users for now. We want to bring this to Windows and to mobile devices as quickly as we can. We think people will, hopefully they'll love this as much as we do. There's a lot more to add. This is still early days for this project. We think we the kind of idea that we're excited about is what it means to have custom instructions follow you everywhere on the web. And as you have this agent,
Interesting that it's not available for Windows yet.
more pulling stuff together for you proactively, finding things that you might want on the internet and bringing them together.
I wonder if that's a little battle with Microsoft going on still.
Check this out. We hope you will enjoy it, and please send us feedback. Thank you very much.
All right. So for the quick summary is now just like Perplexity Comet or some of the other browser tools that are out there, we now have ChatGPT Atlas that has an agentic aspect if you are on the Pro or Plus plan. Today, it's going to be available for Mac OS. All of the other popular OSs are going to be available soon, including Windows, iOS, and Android. And this, for the 800 million plus people that are on ChatGPT already, this is another huge announcement. And OpenAI keeps shipping new and, from what it looks like, incredibly powerful types of tools. So this was a cool 20 minutes live stream reaction. If you do like it, please give me a comment. Let me know what you think. And I'll also repost this with some other details, including the full blog post, because OpenAI does a good job. Chat soon.